Alright, let's get into some Dark Law. So, I'm going to use the opening of this game to talk a little bit. So, when I made a video of Dark Law before, and it was pretty boring. Mainly because RPGs take a long time to get interesting, some of them. But once you get into it, you're hooked. But I noticed it took like 15 minutes before there was any action. The opening scene is very, very long. So, I'm going to show you a little bit of the beginning real fast. And then I'm going to jump straight to like the middle, you know, where there's like a actual scenario where shit's going down. Because like the first half hour of any RPG is all like set up for it, you know what I mean? You got a little bit of background here to speed it up. Because I know people bitch about videos being an hour long, so So you get the basic idea. There's like bad shit happening, right? Okay, so basically there was two kings. I'll give you the shorter. There was two kings, and one was like a dick, and the other one was like, "Ah, oh, you're a dick. I'm the good king." And like they went at war, and then like this fucking god dude showed up and was like, "You guys are both dicks. I'm wiping out the world." And he went around just devouring everything. And then this chick right here, she like gave up her life and like chose to be devoured, and it appeased the guy to the point where he was like, okay, there's still good people out there. I'll spare the world. You're welcome. That's like this whole thing in a nutshell, and it's long as fuck. So that's the opening part, pretty much. So then, like, after that happened, it's like 300 years later. Hang on one second. Alright, I'm back. So, yeah, shit happened, and then the world was restored to its former natural beauty. Alright, let's go. Alright, so the game starts off like this. So, you have a pick of these four characters to pick as your main character. I usually go with this guy. There's like two dudes and two girls. And from what I can tell, there's nothing special about any of them. They're just people. It's weird that they say choose a body to inhabit, like you're possessing some shit. Yeah, I usually choose this guy. And you can name him anything you want. Let's name him Duke. Alright, so he's Duke, and then you can give him extra pointage. Just assign him anywhere, I suppose. And then you can go on to create 3 more characters, but you can only have 3 in a party, including your own character. So you'll only be able to ever use 2 of them. I usually use the 2 girls. So, yeah. And I'm not gonna make them because that'll just take a while and that's a waste of time. The beginning part you start off by yourself anyway, so we don't need them. Alright, so here's how it starts. There's not a whole lot of background other than what I already told you. The guy just like wakes up here, and it's from what I've played so far, it's never been explained why he was just chilling here. And you got your safe spots here. So let's go. This game is actually like a part 2 of an NES game. It's kind of like Final Fantasy style. The principles are basically the same, but they don't quite link up, you know, as much as you would want them to. But one thing in the very beginning of the game, like, I was stuck whenever I played the SNES version first, because I didn't know what to do, and then I played the first one. In the very beginning of the game, you have to do the same thing here. You gotta like look at this. You're like, oh, it's a sturdy rock. Perhaps you can climb down if you tied a rope. And in the other game, it's a bridge. You know, on the Nintendo Entertainment System. So you see a vine, and you pull it off the tree. But you can't pull the vine off first. You gotta like look at the rock. You gotta like do shit in order. Otherwise, it just won't work. So you climb down. It took me forever to figure this out. And there's like no hint to it. So you're welcome if you play this game. As usual, the videos I've been putting out lately will all be in the ROM section on my Fits of Stars gaming page. So if you want to play along, you just go to that and try to make this as quick as possible. Alright, let's speed this up. Alright, so the girl says she's gonna go fetch some water from the well. She sees me all unconscious, and she's like, Grandpa, there's a dude, and he's like dead. So they pick me up, and they nurse me back to health. They talked to me for a while, and they convinced me to stay with them. Alright. And so she goes and does her own thing. I get out of bed. What am I doing? Okay, let's go this way. So I talked to this old guy, and oh, by the way, this is a translated game. It was originally in Japanese, so you're not going to find an English part anywhere unless it's a repo. You know, like a reproduction part with an English translation. So yeah, that's why the words are right there like that. I'm pretty sure they're supposed to be in the bar below, but I guess it was easier on them to put them there. So we sit and we have dinner, and he talks about the temple, mentions that that's his granddaughter, and he talks about how he was the guardian of that temple at one point or some bullshit. And okay, I agree to help him. So he says tomorrow I agreed to help him tomorrow with his crops. So I talked to this lady. Now I gotta go look for Grandpa because I gotta help him. Go. Oh yeah, they were talking about how I can't get into town because there's a barricade up and there's like monsters and shit roaming. So he goes. And I gotta go help his ass. Let's go, Grandpa. Alright, so I guess I gotta talk to him first. Yeah, that's what's weird. Like, you can't just go straight to it. There's like an order of things you gotta do. Because I passed him. He's like, oh, how did I get ahead of you? That's a secret. So he says, we gotta till it. Come on. Why am I not tilling? Tells me to stop when I get tired. I didn't find any gems, but he mentions that you might find a gem. I never found any when I was digging. So you just start digging with the A button. I'm using an actual Super Nintendo remote for my emulator, so I'm getting the, you know, what is it, how you say, the full experience. Yeah. So basically you just dig. And I'm not finding anything like he said. I think he just told me that shit so I would do this for him. Damn it. You gotta be like right in the right spot. And I was in the wrong spot. Alright, and if you ever get stuck and you don't know what to do, because like I was like, alright, I plowed the whole field, like, what the hell do I do now? And I couldn't figure it out. So you can go to info at any point in time while playing and get clues right here. Let's till the field. Try at least until your hands get tired. So I was like, well, what the fuck? I already did it. So I just kept on doing it. You just gotta keep on going. Ah, there's something here. What's this? It's just a pebble. Ah, this is suck. So you just keep doing it, and eventually a message will pop up. Come on. What the fuck is wrong with you? Alright, so I'm gonna pause the recording until I get my notification that pops up. You just gotta keep digging in random spots, and eventually you'll be like, oh, my hands are tired. I think this might have something to do with what might have triggered it. I almost forgot about this. Look. You're like, oh. Well. And then you see like a little sparkler over here. Yeah, I almost forgot. I gotta do this to like be able to actually trigger the next event. So I got me a knife. Come on, dude. Alright, let's equip that knife. Maybe that'll help. Silver dagger. Alright. So, I'll unpause the recording once I get the next thing going. I'm thinking that maybe coming over here and talking to this old man might help. So, I talked to him real quick and he's like, yeah, that's the way. So, let's see. Did that help? Ah, what's this? Just a pebble. Okay, my hands are tired, so now I can stop. I guess, yeah, I had to get the knife and I had to talk to the old man. And he tells me the story about how he got, to know his granddaughter and came into taking care of her. Gates of the temple have been here since forever. Alright, so 13 years ago. I guess that would make her like 13. Oh, and they also mentioned that the temple used to look very different. But there was an earthquake that fucked everything up. Yeah. And look, he's just like, oh, a baby. Let me stare at it while rain hits it in the face. So there's a baby at the temple, right? That's weird. And it's not like dropping a baby off at like an active fucking temple. It's the equivalent at this point of like going to like an old church in Europe that's half fallen apart and dumping a baby there, expecting someone to find it. So apparently this happened right before the earthquake. So he named her Lifa to rhyme with Sophia of the Temple. I think there's obviously this is gonna come back around or something. Alright, so let's speed this up. So he told the story and yeah. Talks about how happy he is and that's like the joy of his life. So he goes. So So I go back to work, and then I see smoke. And you know what they say, where there's smoke, there's obviously fire, right? So I go to check it out, and bad shit has happened. This game tends to get a little dark sometimes. So they're like, yeah, let's get out of here. We done wrecked the place. And what we were looking for wasn't here. Alright. Alright, come on, Duke. So we talked to the old man, and he's like, yeah. I received a letter that I have to take to the king. And then he died before he could even finish his thought. Pretty suck-ass, right? So I bury him in his little field. Stuck a wooden cross in it, ash of Evil Dead style. That was Death actually talking to him when he heard that. You know, get understand this, blah blah blah. That was Death. And apparently Death has a name for him, I forget what it's called. But he says, my name is blah blah blah, but you humans refer to me as Death. So you can't see like any remains of her body in there. So you just assume she escaped or hope she escaped. So let's go to town and check out town. Come on, speed it up, sir. Get your ass moving. Alright, I'm going to show you guys around town. I'm going to try to do this real quick. Alright. So, how you move around town, it's like a whole menu thingy. So you go to town. Then you hit the left to check out these options. You hit right to check out these. There's a pub. If I would have made party members, I could go here to like form the party. Yeah, and he's like, nobody's here, you dick, because I didn't set him up. And anywhere you go, you can ask for information. And that's how you start missions up. So, you know, there's a pub, and that's where you like put people in your party or remove them. There's arms, you know, that's where you buy like weapons and bullshit. And if you find shit you don't know what it is, you can have it identified. And once again, you can ask literally anybody you can talk to in any store or any place. You can ask them for information. And if you're trying to start a mission, all you gotta do is talk to everybody in town, and eventually somebody will be like, oh, we could use your help to do this or that. So, yeah. There's the park. And all the park is really is like a notice board, and you can read like bulletins and shit, you know. Sometimes, like in the old one, you would get missions that way. Oh, there's a shop that's where you buy like potions and shit. You can talk to her. There's the Magic Guild. This is where you learn all your magic and stuff. Alright. Actually, it would be easier if I just switched over to my characters that are in the middle of the game at this point, because I got more going on. Alright, load game position, slot 1. Alright, now I can actually show you how the magic works. Go back to town. So you go to the Magic Guild, And you can either study magic or you can just purchase straight up generic magic, which is like fireball, cure poison, wind cutter, earth heal. So let's purchase all those real quick. Oh, have I already got it? Oh, I already got all the spells. I wasn't sure. And another thing you can do, which I haven't figured out how to work it yet, is you can make your own Build-A-Bear fucking spell shop shit. Check it out. Study magic. But if you don't know what you're doing, like me, it's hard. There's a formula that you need to know in order for this to actually work. So you pick this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. And you hit OK, and it'll tell you how much it'll cost. It cost me 18 gold. So let's try that random formula out, see what happens. No good. Okay. So that's the magic dude, and you can talk to him for information. You can talk to literally everybody for information on how to start missions. On this game, they call them scenarios. Alright. So let's go. Where else can we go? Let's go to Castle. It says Castle, but when you go there, it's actually a series of other places, including the castle. You can go to the guild, and that's where you get jobs. So you can go to change jobs. Depending on what level you are and what's what is it called? Points you have for agility and all that other crap, you can get different jobs. Right now I'm on Traveler. I don't think that does anything, but if you pick a job, it removes all your equipment. So no, I'm not doing that. So yeah, that's how you do jobs, and once again you can talk to him for information if you need to. And then there's the temple. Temple actually comes very in handy. For a long time when I played this game, I never donated any money because I was like, fuck them, I'm not donating money to some fake video game church. But there's more to it than that. If you do an offering, it heals all your people. You atone. I guess that didn't do shit for me. You can give it to charity, and it brings up all my stats. And if you have a lot of gold laying around, like I do, or you cheated for it like I did, you can raise your stats up pretty quick that way. If you do repairs, it increases your HP, health points. So if you get a lot of gold together, you can just really upgrade your characters this way. If you just go by the game, you're going to be grinding for a long time to raise your stats. So this is the best way to do it. And honestly, it's your magic power up. Alright, so let's get a scenario going. Or a mission. So we need to go to the inn. Oh, I almost forgot to tell you about the inn. This is where you can stay at the inn, and it'll bring all your health and stuff back up. It's 10 gold a night to stay. You can save your game here, and you can ask for information like anywhere else. So there's an old man with a head wound. Greet him. Researching a kind of mushroom. So he went missing in a mine, and he's going to ask me to go looking for him. So I say yeah. Let me pause this for a second. Alright, so let's get this mission started. Exit. So anytime you got a mission going, you can go here, and it'll take you to whatever mission you activated. And then here's the cave. You can go here mostly to level up. You can go here at any time and just go deeper and deeper in the cave to find stronger monsters to fight, and there's treasure and stuff in there. So yeah, go to the cave, it's good for you. So let's start an adventure. As you can see, I have my party members out. So we go into the mine. You always want to check everything you can. You never know when you'll find something useful or something actually necessary to get the game going, you know, to move the scenario along. Quite a bit of backtracking gets done. Here comes this guy. Let's use some of my magic. Alright, so what's cool about this RPG is it's like free move. You can just like move your characters around, and it's turn-based. So if you want to attack, it's the A button. I got my Morning Star out, so I'm going to whack him with the Morning Star. Now I'm going to move this person here because she has no magic. A to attack. And if you want to defend with your character, you just hit the A to attack button, and then you'll be in a defensive pose, and then you hit it again. To use your items, you hit the Y button, and it gets all your items out, your potions and stuff. Antidotes, cures. I got a lot of potions. I don't really need them. I need to sell them. Alright, so let's put that away. And then I get, for spells, you hit the X button. Let's use a fireball in this asshole. That was a critical hit. See that I got a potion and had a question mark on it? I'm glad that that happened. Like that, I get to show you something. Whenever you get jobs, I think I forgot to mention why jobs are actually important. When you get jobs and you level up while having a job, you get skills from that job. And one of the jobs gave me judgment. The ability to identify items. So let's identify this crystal. Okay, it's a blue crystal. And that's a potion. Alright, so I think it's your vigor. Your vigor has to do with like your judgment and a couple other things and unlocking doors. So if your vigor is low and you use your judgment, there's a good chance that you won't be able to identify the item. And if you fail to identify an item, you become cursed. And also that it doesn't have any actual negative effect other than not being able to remove like your shield, because usually it's your shield that gets cursed, so you just gotta hold your shield. And you can't change jobs till you're uncursed. And you can go to the temple and be uncursed for free, so it doesn't really matter. It's not a big deal. Just keep on doing it until you identify the item. You can do it as many times as you want. Alright, so I think I go here next. And this is a safe spot. When you're here, you go to system. Oh no, not system. You go to rest, save. Oh crap, I shouldn't have saved there. Oh well, fuck it. I just messed up my file. because I used the save state right here, not the file. Oh well, doesn't matter. And also, you want to check like all these bags. You never know what you'll find. I think I passed up a few of them, but it's okay. Oh, I found a red crystal, see? So she says, oh, I created these monsters, blah, blah, blah. And she admits that she ran off the old man that came here looking for his friend. And they almost killed him. She sounds like a bitch, right? So now I gotta fight this fucking thing. Oh, for some reason my guy got glitched. It just happened last time too. See him? He's stuck all the way in the corner. I don't know why that happened. So you can't even use him. You just put him in a defensive position. Stand behind him and chop him right in the butt. Get right in front of him and use... I think last time I tried wind cut, it didn't do anything. So I'm gonna use fireball. And Chi-Chi's paralyzed. Fuck, you can't do anything. He's stuck over there. He shouldn't be too hard to kill when I'm throwing fireballs up his ass. And he's dead. So she's gonna come out and talk some shit. Give her a minute. See, it's weird. I think I'm supposed to like go away or something. I don't know. So she threatens us and then runs away. And they even make a notice, like they even like take note at that. Like, look, she says. So she informs you while herself taking the opportunity to depart. So that's what I like to call a front. She knew she was just bullshit. Alright, so remember this. These scraps of cloth, bits of wood, a rope ladder, waste paper, moldy bread, broken knife, an empty bottle, rat droppings, and it looks like it's been well explored by cockroaches. Alright, so that seems like nothing, right? Just a bunch of gobbledygook. That's important later to the story, that bag said. Let's go down here. Alright, so we climb down. So the rope ladder ends here. So you know what that means? We gotta backtrack. Because remember, like I said, it was important. There's a rope ladder in that bag. What did I do? Oh. Here it is. So I got the rope ladder. Let's see if I can't speed stuff up. So I attached the rope ladder. Alright, let's get moving. Go! When I first saw him, I thought he was a little rat with an outfit. Apparently he's a gnome. Maybe he's a cave gnome, and that's why he looks all funky. Instead of like a cute little garden gnome. Alright. MP restored. And this little dude's like, no weirdos beyond this point, go away. And then this little guy's all just like, hey, wait, you know? And they inform me that like the king's gonna want to talk to you. And I'm expecting like a giant rat looking dude when I get there. I was surprised. So the little rat gnome people let me go. And check it out. It's the guy I was looking for. He's king of the rat people. I'll talk to him again. He says, would you like to know why I'm here? This mine was originally owned by the former kingdom of Mung Nung, and they extracted a lot of magical crystals from it. It was always possessed of unusual geology. I can't read. Personally, I was more interested in its botany. Alright, you guys don't care about this. This is boring stuff, right? Basically, I'll give you he came down here trying to build mushrooms. You know, and like different kinds of plants and shit. Which he successfully did. And they talk about how like the gnomes say, oh, we're growing mushrooms. Use as many as you like, but not the white ones. They make you sick of eating too many. Yeah, see, he's the one that showed him how to get all these mushrooms. So they live off a diet of mushrooms. Alright, so let's check with this to see what to do next. So he insists he'll save, but will he really be safe? Alright, so there's nothing we can do now except for go back to town and tell that guy that your buddy's king of the rat people and he's not coming back. So let's jump to that. Alright, so we're back in town. Let's go find that guy. He should still be at the end. And he's like, the idiots. And we got 60 gold. You've done a lot for me. I'm truly grateful. And he went back into his room. Scenario clear, received 2,300 experience. Oh, and another thing. Last thing, before we go. Before your experience can like level you up, because like look, see how it says there's like 0 till next level on everybody? The experience won't level you up until you've rested. So you gotta rest. and she learned scroll, so now she can do magic spells and shit because she has a scroll. She knows how to write scrolls and shit for magic. Alright. So, I guess I showed you just about everything. I hope you enjoyed taking a quick look at Dark Law. It'll be in my, it'll be in the ROM, the ROM will be in my files on my, group, Fist of Stars Gamers Unite. So if you want to play it, look it up there. And also, you're going to want to use the SNES X9 to play this. I used to swear by the zsnes, and that's all I would ever use, and I would actually talk down to people playing the latter one. But this is best if you're gonna play games that are patched and shit like that, because there's a lot of glitches and stuff on a lot of these more complicated patched games. Like if you try to play this ROM on zsnes, all the writing's fucked up and scrambled looking. Just unplayable, you know? So yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and I hope you'll try it out for yourself. It's a lot of fun.